Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast. I am MJ Lifestylist coming to you from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK. And as always, we begin our morning by sharing the three things that we are grateful for today. What three things are you grateful for today? It is a lovely sunny day here in Bournemouth. And surprise, surprise, I am actually going to go for a walk today at some point. I may have to wait until Andrew's home, but I am actually going to leave the flat today and go out and about for a walk around the neighborhood, maybe a walk around the block, who knows, push the boat out. But today is the day. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm energized. I am renewed. I am all sorts of things. And thank you to all of you that are around and all of you that have been checking in on me and making sure. And I know that yesterday we had a really deep conversation about how we feel and how we respond to energy around us, etc. And just to say that, you know, I am feeling a lot better. So it's Friday today. We are on the brink of our weekend. What are you doing for your weekend? What are you doing for your weekend? It is a lovely day outside here in Bournemouth, so we have got a lot to be grateful for, really. And yeah, what are you grateful for this morning? As we start this session, what are you grateful for this morning? I'd love to hear from you. Pop your reasons up on screen, your three things you're grateful for, and we can have a chat about it. Just literally posting this to my personal page. There we go. Da-da-da. Right, so attitude of gratitude, really looking forward to the day ahead. I'm looking forward to my weekend. I've got lots planned for the weekend. Morning, Wilson. Hey, Kashika. Happy Friday. Grateful for day off work today. Amazing. Clean eating and water. Cool. Family, friends, and my job because I get to help people. What do you do for a living, Kashika? What do you live? What do you live? What do you do for a wedding? A living? Wedding? Gosh, my tongue is all tired this morning. Danielle is thankful for her boyfriend, her food, and her electric. Well, those are three valid things to be grateful for, Danielle. Really, really valid things to be grateful for, which is good. Good. Amazing. Kashika's an occupational therapist. Oh, that's amazing. That can be very rewarding. I suppose it can be tough at times because you deal with clients who have, in some instances, clients who have just not feeling it. And then it's about that transition of helping them achieve their small achievable goals to getting them back into premium health, which is great. Amazing, Kashika. Grateful for everything and everyone who has showed up for me. I'm especially grateful for this beautiful day, my animals, and my amazing friends. Good. Morning, Han and Bella. Grateful that you are feeling better. I am a lot better. My family and my friends. Sereni Mudley, good morning. How are you? Definitely a tough job, but super rewarding when they make progress. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like sometimes when occupational therapists start with clients, depending on the injury, the client is very demotivated and doesn't really want to invest in their rehabilitation. But it's about really pushing them or encouraging them to achieve small incremental goals and how that brings about a change within the body, but also within the mindset. And that can be very rewarding. Hello, good morning. Are you coming to say hi to everyone? Do you want to come say hi? Right then, come on. Come. There we go. Bella wants to say hello to everyone. Oh, gosh. Say hi. Yes, say hi. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah, Kashika, I think that's a great job. Well, I'm feeling much better, thank you. I am on top of the world again. This is what happens though. I did say yesterday in our broadcast that although I wasn't feeling my best yesterday, and it had been an accumulation of things that were going on for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I did say that I give myself permission to kind of have a pity party which is the wrong term, but a pity party, and then I draw a line underneath it. And yesterday I decided that tomorrow will be the first day of the rest of my life. And I've woken up this morning with a spring in my step. I had a good night's sleep. I am incredibly grateful for everything in my life. Kashika's asking, what am I grateful for? For Bella, because Bella just loves me unconditionally and puts up with me all the time. Bella's fine, thank you, Danielle. She's busy licking my arm at the moment because she's decided it needs to be repaired, which is fine. She's got this maternal instinct thing. She keeps trying to fix me. I'm grateful for Bella. I'm grateful for Andrew because he, bless him, he gets to deal with me in all my ways, shapes, and forms. So when I'm feeling good, when I'm feeling bad, etc. And I am grateful to be alive and to be able to do the work that I do with all of you and all my private clients. It is a blessing to be able to do the work that I do. Morning, Maisie, how are you? Hello, Victoria. How are you, darling? Good, good, good. Bella's good. I'm very well, thank you. Is Shiliane here? I didn't see her. Shiliane, if you're here, good morning. So Bella and I are going to spend the day doing bits and pieces that we have to do. This morning we've got some calls to make. We've got a 10:30 call with Jane. We've got a coffee date with Auntie Jane. Hey, we've got a coffee date. And then we've got a 12 o'clock coffee date with Neats. So that's what we're doing this morning. And then I've got a parcel to be collected, hopefully today, if they come. And then we have got to go for a walk because I've decided that today's the day I leave the flat. I haven't actually left the flat since the 1st of December. I haven't left the flat, and we live upstairs. So I haven't actually walked out of the flat since the 1st of December, other than on one day I walked up to the shop with Andrew and stood outside while he went into the shop. So today is the day. I want to go for a walk around the block or a little bit further than that, I don't know. But literally just a little walk around the block, and I think it's going to do me the world of good. I might even actually go into my garden this afternoon and go and see what's popping up for spring. Because that's the other thing. We've got some spring stuff happening. All the bulbs and things are popping up. The orchid in my bedroom window has reflowered after a long time of being stagnant and dormant. So that's great. I have had wonderful coffee this morning. Thanks, Danielle. Wonderful coffee this morning. Beautiful. Gratitude is such an amazing thing. We don't realize we have a lot to be grateful for and instead take things for granted without even realizing. Absolutely. And the thing is that if you change your mindset, so all of us, what you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. So if you think about being upset, depressed, anxious, all of those things, it's going to pull you further into those feelings. If you try and think about positive things to be grateful for, and they don't have to be big things. You could be grateful for the air you breathe. You could be grateful for the water that comes out of your tap because you don't have to walk to a well to get water. You could be grateful for the roof over your head, the earth under your feet. All of these things are things to be grateful for. There's my husband. There's Daddy. Say hi, Daddy. Hello, Daddy. All of these things are things to be grateful for, and we actually really, really and truly need to understand and appreciate the things that we can be grateful for. Andrew is my husband. I'm going to come to Andrew now. There he is. Andrew's my husband. And I was just saying how grateful I am to you, my love, and to Bella, and for the work that I do. And I said that I'm waiting for you to get home today because I want to go for a walk. So put your walking shoes on because we're going to go for a walk this afternoon when you get home, my love. I'm finally going to leave the flat. Today is the day. Today. Just tell me you're still watching this, because otherwise I feel a little bit like an idiot talking to you when you're not here. Grateful for my cat, my patients, and friends. Spring has sprung in my garden. Yeah, we've got some bulbs coming up, and we're trying to work out what they are, because obviously the greenery isn't very... what did we say, Bella? The greenery isn't very... telling. Amazing sunny day today, so grateful. 5 magpies today means silver coming, grateful for the bulls out in garden. Grateful for my life, so blessed. Lisa, morning Lisa, how are you? How's Wales this morning? Wilson's here. Caroline Bridle, Shelley and Cosford is having a day off today to recharge, but I will pass on your good morning. Oh, yes. Yes, Wilson. I forgot to get hold of you. Grateful for fresh air, life, and children. Amazing, Lise. And my husband says that he's watching and slightly in shock that we are going to go for a walk today. We might even take Bella with. Shall we take you for a walk? Would you like to go for a walk today? Huh? What do you think? There's Daddy. Say hi. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Daddy. Yes. So really, really good to be motivated. Really, really good for me at the moment. Today is great. Today I am up, I'm about, and I'm ready to take on anything, really. Oh, Bella. I'm grateful to take on anything, really, because I have had the last 2 or 3 weeks of not feeling myself, not feeling fantastic. I have shared with you guys that I've had, little blips on the radar, and, to do with family health, to do with my grand's passing anniversary. My dad's anniversary comes up next week. On Tuesday will be 7 years since my dad passed. So there's been a lot going on personally. There's been a lot going on professionally. And I just kind of took time to unplug and step back. And a lot of you have noticed, and a lot of you have sent lovely messages of support and encouragement. But as you all know, unless you yourself are feeling like the change or feeling like making progress, it's not going to happen. So I haven't been wallowing in these feelings, but I certainly have resided there for a while, the last 2 or 3 weeks. And yesterday, when I spoke to all of you, I decided that actually yesterday was the cutoff point. Tomorrow will be a better day. And guess what? I woke up this morning feeling phenomenal. We had a great session last night with our mediumship group. Everybody got a lot out of it and contributed. Everybody contributed, which was great. It was really, really great. And it's lovely to see the progress that people are making and the friendships that are being forged. And it is like a little team of people that are helping each other out. Grateful for sunshine, synchronicities, and a walk later. Oh, Sue, you're also going for a walk later. Grateful for this show, good friends, and life in general. Well done, Liz. Perfect day for a walk. Grateful for waking up to sunshine. Absolutely. My boys being well and happy, and exciting opportunities. Cool. I'm sure Bella will love the walk too. Happy Friday, everyone. Andrew says Bella might like the walk, but we might have to notify the local wildlife. So as placid and as loving and as cute and calm as you can see Bella being here on my lap, Bella actually comes from a really bad background. Andrew and I adopted her when she was 5. So unfortunately, all the behaviors and things had been ingrained already. She's actually, she's actually allergic to grass and pollen. Grass and pollen? Yeah. So she can't really go outside on the lawn because she breaks out in these like rashes, which we've got medication for. And she was used, before we got her, she had 5 different homes, and the first home she was used for breeding, and the second home she was used for fighting. So when it comes to other animals, any other animals, it could be a dog 4 times her size, she almost looks like she has rabies. She pulls her lip back, she tries to attack anything. She's killed 2 birds in our garden. She's attacked a cat before, which wasn't great. And any dog, she'll take up the challenge. So when we take her to the vet, she has to be muzzled, and we have to take her in through the private entrance at the back, because we can't even go and sit in the waiting room with her, because she just gets so worked up about other animals. So in Bella's world, she has 2 human beings, and there are no other animals in her world. When we take her for a walk, we usually have to take her, at the stroke of midnight kind of thing, when less people are out with their other dogs. But it is something we took on board, and we wanted to rehabilitate her, and she's doing well. She's been with us nearly 4 years now, and she's loving, nearly 5 years now, and she's loving life. Thanks for motivating us. Anniversaries of death can be such a difference. Yes, they can. Yeah, absolutely. And it all just brings it back up again. You know, it all just recycles the feelings and the emotions and stuff. Really enjoyed last night. I did too. I thought it was cool. She's a little shy. Shy isn't the word I would use, but okay. So sad. So much love to Bella. Bella is absolutely spoiled. She is spoiled rotten. Um, and we joke and say that, you know, Bella actually has this flat. We just sublet from her because she owns the flat. She kind of runs around and does her own thing. Only place she's not allowed is our bedroom because she was naughty in there the other day. She did something naughty, so she's not allowed in there. But everywhere else in the flat is open season. We've got about 5 dog beds all over the flat, but she insists on lying on our couches under our blankets. And she's very, very, very much looked after and very much loved. But she is allergic to. Hey, Georgie Foy! She is allergic to the grass and pollen. So it's like a heat rash thing that breaks out, and so we just have to be very careful about how much time she spends outdoors. Grateful for my children, my hubby, my home, and my cake business is booked up till the end of March. Well, that's great. That's phenomenal. And where are we now? 71 days, 72 days, something like that? We need the countdown, Terry. You need to start with your countdown because we're all there with you, counting down. So she goes into these modes of where she's doing what she's doing now. She's licking my arm. It's almost like she's preening me, like I'm her baby. And we kind of leave her to do that because it's comforting for her. I end up with a sticky arm, but, you know, I can shower. It's not a problem. And she's not hurting anyone. She's just doing her thing. The joys of parenthood. But before Bella, I had another rescue, also a Jack Russell, and her name was Pandora. And she died on my birthday of complications to a little operation that she had done. When they spayed her, they'd left a piece of her ovary or something inside her originally. And so a couple of years later, it must have been a good couple of years later when we had her, basically the vet found out that this thing had a cyst that had formed around it and they had to remove it, which they did. Shaved her, had an x-ray, removed this thing, and then tried to put her on medication for the body to rehabilitate, and she didn't cope. She wouldn't have the medication. We couldn't get her to take it, and she died on my birthday. And then we waited a good maybe 2 years, 3 years before we got Bella. I don't know, 2 years. But we haven't looked back, have we, madam? Have we? Have we looked back? Yes. Are you going to say hello to everyone? Who hasn't seen Bella say hello? She does this howling thing when she says hello. So maybe today's all about pets. What do your pets do? How do you find comfort with your pets? Because with Bella, she loves unconditionally. So if I'm not feeling great, she will come and find me, and she'll come and lie right up into the back of my knees, or she will lie on top of me, or she will come and lick my arm like she's doing now. Dogs especially will come and love unconditionally. Cats will come to you when they think it's right to come to you. Cats are very independent. But also a great source of comfort, as are any other pets, I suppose, too. But going into this weekend, what are you looking forward to the most for this weekend? What's really motivating you? And what are you hoping to take from this weekend to motivate you through next week? Because that's the other thing, is we all look forward to the weekend, but do we actually take little pearls from the weekend that we can scatter throughout the next week to keep us going? And I think that's a challenge. It's a challenge to find the good things that are going on so that we can actually scatter them through the next week to keep us motivated throughout the week. And I'm ever, ever so grateful to the people that have been around supporting me during this week when I've had a little bit of downtime. And those are the people that I will carry with me through into next week. Speaking of which, my sister Sylvia, my sister Claire, my sister Sunshine and Garden, my sister Claire, and my sister May have all been checking in on me and supporting and motivating me throughout this week, and I'm ever so grateful to all three of them because we do a Sunday afternoon talk show as my alter ego. Yeah, it's been really, really interesting to have the support of people nearest and dearest to me. So is Maisie the only one that's going to answer my question? Maisie says sunshine and garden is what she's looking forward to this weekend. Remember, guys, we're also into spring, and I saw a lovely thing on Facebook the other day that was talking about, within this week the sun will go down at this time, and then next week it'll go down slightly later, and then the next week, and it kind of gave you this retrospective of a couple of weeks ahead, and sort of by 6 weeks' time, we'll be back to 9 o'clock sunsets rather than 4 o'clock sunsets from winter. And it was lovely to see how it's getting brighter, and they were talking about the parallel with COVID and how things are getting brighter, things are getting there, and there's more sunshine each week. Each week there's a later sunset. Each week there's more to be grateful for daylight-wise. And it was a lovely, lovely sentiment, a lovely thought, a lovely idea. So let's pull a card for everyone that's here. Who's here? Who's happening? Who's still around? Who's still doing stuff? Let's see where we go. We have a long weekend in New Zealand, which means more time with my littlies. Oh, that's lovely. That's really lovely. So I've pulled card 50, Compass. Compass. And Compass is interesting because it tells us that it's got all the tools there. It's got all the star signs. It's got all the Roman numerals. It's got all the seasons. It's got all the sort of indicators. There's a frog here too. But Compass talks about, and it's 50, which comes to a 5. But Compass talks about you being in the right, you facing the right direction, doing the right thing at the moment. You found your true north, and you keep needing to go in that direction. It's like, you are sorted. You are done. You are sane. And to see how that works out for you moving forward is really, really important. Also, this card is surrounded by blue. Okay, blue is our throat chakra, and our throat chakra is all about communication and creativity. So here we're looking at how we express ourselves, and the compass says we're in the right position now to express ourselves. So how do you express yourself communicatively and creatively? What creative expression do you do or use, and how do you communicate? And Compass is just here to sort of ask those questions. What is it that communicates your expression at the moment? What is it that you do? How is it that you do it? Lovely, lovely, lovely card, Compass. And it just reminds us that, things are on the up. Things are moving in the right direction. Moving in the right direction. There's not much communication with you guys today. I think the broadcast is really slow, or the feedback is really slow, because we are just not getting messages through, or you guys are just not messaging. But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to pull one more card. So don't forget, we're live Monday to Friday from 10 till 10:30-ish in the morning, Bella and I. Tuesday nights we do our development group from 8 until 9:30, and on a Thursday night from 8 until 9:30 we do our mediumship group. Both are hosted through Zoom and are £5 each per person to attend. And when you attend, you can see here and speak to everybody else. They are really, really important in development. They're really important in communication. They're really important in just helping people to find their tribe. So that's what we do Tuesdays and Thursday nights. And then on a Sunday, oh, that card's fallen out. That's our last card. On a Sunday, we do Psychic Sunday, where I pull individual cards for individual people. So, and that's from 7:30 until 8:30. All of those are UK time, and we will be announcing our next workshop, which will be at the end of February. We'll be announcing that soon. Spaces are limited on workshops because I am trying to get around to all the people taking part, and so, if you want to do our workshops, best to get in sooner rather than later. Maisie or Caroline says, have also struggled to get motivated this week. Must be the planets. Absolutely. The planets and Mercury retrograde are affecting the way in which we are communicating and the way in which we are doing things this week. So communication, correspondence, anything like that has been slowed up anything to do with getting results, getting answers, talking through things, sorting things out, has all been messed up. It's like someone's taken all your paperwork and thrown it up in the air, and it just lands, and you've got to try and re-sort it. And unfortunately, or fortunately, that'll continue right up until the 21st of this month before we come out of retrograde, and then there's still like a 2-week cooling off period where things will still be a bit fuzzy but moving in the right direction. So we're probably looking at, I would say, beginning to mid-March before we're actually able to settle into things properly and get back to normal, whatever normal is. We're looking at mid-March probably. Yeah. So that is what that is. Oh gosh. Oh, I've started shuffling. The final card that fell out, it fell out while I was shuffling a moment ago, was Metamorphosis. It is card, I'll get it. It fell out. I put it on top so I could show you all as soon as I finished talking, and then I started shuffling again, so I've shuffled it back into the deck. But it is the card that literally fell out of the deck. Here it is. Card 25, Metamorphosis. In this card, we have flamingos turning into butterflies. We have butterflies above. We have cocoons. We have gorgeous blue sky. But 25 comes to a 7, and 7 is all about transition or change or metamorphosis. The card is called Metamorphosis, and the flamingos are turning into butterflies, so they are metamorphosizing. So this talks about transition, change, metamorphosis, how things turn out, how the process is for things to turn out. And so we need to look towards all of that. All of us are going through change at the moment, going through the change, which means we're metamorphosizing, right? And I don't mean the change. I mean changes in our life, changes in how we deal with things, changes with how we process things, do things, etc. All of that is changing. And I think coming out of COVID, there are going to be life changes in place. I don't think masks are going to go away very soon. I don't. And so there is all this process that's happening now. And this card just reminds us that it is a process. Nothing is solid. Everything is changeable. Everything is changeable. So you can work with that change and grow through it, or you can try and resist that change and probably succumb to it. I would rather work with the change and grow through it, understand it each step of the way for myself. But this depends on how you see change. Some people, like my Andrew, if he's still here, Andrew doesn't like change. He's a Sagittarius. They really don't like change. They don't like things moving. They don't like things altering. They are very much people who like order and structure, and the way it is the system. And that's not a bad thing, but for people who don't like change, a time like now can be very, very frustrating and very difficult for them, because they're not in the mindset of people who enjoy change. As a Gemini, I love change. I love moving things, changing things, seeing how they look, altering them, etc., etc. So it definitely depends on you. So right now, we're going through change. Right now, we're going through restructuring. We're going through rebranding. We're going through a new system for how things will be from here on out. And I think knowing that there's change around us, knowing that there's change with us, will help us to identify it, A, and B, process it. So if you're aware of it, you can do something about it. Really, really important. Maisie says, oh joy, more stuff to deal with, but a spot-on card. Sue says, felt things starting to turn around yesterday. Think you're right about March, exactly 1 year since our lives changed. Yeah. This card speaks volumes, message heard and understood. Amazing. Right, guys, with that said, I want for you to take care of yourselves and each other. Be blessed. Have a fantastic day. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. You're doing the best you can with the tools you've got, and we're all in this together. Maybe in varying degrees, maybe in varying circumstances, but we're all going through this. We're not all the same, but we're all going through this. And so let's lend a hand, let's reach out and uplift others through this, and in so doing uplift ourselves. Remember, you need to be blessed. Have a fantastic day. Namaste, MJ and Bella.